Hello Culers, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal, and well, that was absolutely mental, wasn't it? What an unbelievable game that was overall. Lots to discuss, I think. We do have a lot to talk about today. That was, more drop points for Barcelona. I think overall not the performance we wanted to see, certainly not the result we wanted. We kind of needed to win this sort of game. We haven't done. We went behind early. It was a real mess. We're missing players. Clearly right now, there's a very toxic atmosphere at the club, and I thought that game as a whole was absolutely crazy. We will have a lot to talk about today. I'm looking forward to discussing it all, so let's get started. And let's start with the lineup that Koeman chose. This is what he went for, and to be fair, I think this is the sort of thing that the fans were saying, let's play before the game. We had Yusuf Demir in there, we had Balde at left back, you had Araujo and Eric Garcia at the back. I think Sergio Roberto maybe was the one in midfield that people would have thought, yeah, we could have started Gavi there, but you know what, Koeman, look, he benched Luke de Jong, Piqué wasn't there, of course Alba was injured. It was a young team, it's a very young team, and I think right now you look at our bench, our starting lineup, it's very young players, but it just didn't work. Again, there's just no plan. It was so poor from Barcelona. It really was. I think especially in that first half, we just were shocking, really. We have no real rhythm in our play. We have no real intention. There's no tactical setup here that's actually going to win us games. And I've said that for a while. I don't really know what's going on the training ground, but it looks worrying. And, well, Granada took an early lead. This is exactly what we didn't need. Exactly what we didn't want. And it's just a disaster. It's actually Domingos Duarte who gets the headed goal for Granada in about 1 minute of action. Not what Barcelona needed. I think the fans already on Koeman's back, but thought, hey, let's get a win today. And then immediately, the whistle started. Free header at the back post. I think Busquets doesn't do great here, if I'm being honest. He's got to be far stronger in the challenge. Going out to meet the ball in the first place, but Domingos Duarte unmarked to the back post. Maybe it was De Jong's man. Free header, 1-0 Granada. So, look, we knew it was going to be a tough game, that Granada were going to, sit in and make things hard for us, but going 1-0 down there is a complete disaster. After that, we didn't really do much. If anything, Granada had a good chance after that to double their lead. It went just over the bar from Molina, but again, for Barca, like I said, just nothing. So disjointed tactically, so poor. And, we tried getting the ball to Demir or Coutinho, but they were too narrow. We tried, getting the ball to Balde on Dest and just, lumping balls into the box, but we didn't have any really real height on the pitch at this point. So really, for the first half, or for a lot of it anyway, it was just disjointed attacks. So poor. Sergio Roberto hit the post off of a pot shot really after a corner fell at his feet, but other than that, guys, we created so little. It was probably about the 39th minute where all the chaos of the match really started to ensue. Balde went off injured. The whole of the Camp Nou thought it was Koeman just hooking Balde from a tactical decision. It wasn't that, but yeah, anyway, the whistle started. Balde's name was being chanted. That's kind of when I feel as if, it's getting toxic now. That I feel like the Camp Nou is at a point where I probably haven't seen it this bad in my decade of watching Barcelona. I really do feel that. I think the club right now is at not an all-time low, of course not, but it's at a real low right now. The squad is poor. Off the pitch is really bad. The coach doesn't, get the players. Fans aren't turning up to the ground. We had 40,000 tickets available today. We only sold 27,000. And I just think overall you see the way things are going right now. It's very toxic, very disjointed, and really unpleasant to see as fans. But for the last 5 minutes of that the first half, sorry guys, that's when the chaos started. We started to put Araujo up front, and we were just lumping balls into him. He had a great effort saved by Maximiano in goal, who made a number of good saves, and that was a brilliant effort from Araujo, but just wide of the post. He then got another header that went wide, and really, guys, Araujo had about 6 headers all game long. Again, he was absolutely brilliant. But at the end of the first half, guys, we did create chances, and we did start to put some pressure on the Granada defence. We came out full at second half, and one change was made at half time. Luke de Jong came on for Sergio Roberto, so we kind of switched to a 4-2-3-1. We had Memphis on the left, Demir on the right, de Jong down the middle, and Coutinho there in the number 10 with Busquets and de Jong just behind. But to be honest, for the start of the second half, it wasn't really, that energetic at all, I didn't feel. We didn't really create that much. Again, we were just trying to lump balls into the box, but nothing really much happened. Yes, there were some half chances here and there, but it was really, guys, towards the end of the game, that it's the part we want to talk about. It was absolutely mental. At this stage, all sorts of players had come on. Mingueza had come on, Luke de Jong was on, Gavi was on the pitch too, Ricky Puig was on, and so was Gerard Piqué. And this was just absolute chaos, guys. In and amongst all this, we had good chances. Memphis hit one over the bar. Luke de Jong had a glorious chance that he headed over the crossbar from a corner that I'm not quite sure how he missed. Piqué was getting up there too. He was almost playing as a striker. But honestly, guys, what on earth was that second half? And what on earth were Barcelona doing? It was probably something like that I've never seen before. And that's why, I'm a little bit confused almost in this match review, because we were just lumping balls into the box like a Sunday League team or like a lower division English team. It was Probably something we've never seen before from Barcelona, and it was really, really incredible to watch, I felt. There was no real build-up, there was no, intricate football. It was literally get it wide to Mingueza, or get it wide to Dest or to Memphis, and just loop it into the box, hook it in there, get Araujo on it, get Luke de Jong on it, get Piqué on it, win set pieces, get knockdowns. It was absolutely bizarre to watch, honestly. I think you can all agree, that was really, really strange from Barcelona. An unbelievable second half, really, an unbelievable game as a whole. And right now, I feel that everything feels very surreal at the club. Very surreal indeed. The atmosphere is very, very tense at the Camp Nou. There are whistles. Credit to Granada that they just sat in all game long. They were so frustrating to play against, sending injured players on, time wasting to the absolute maximum. They wasted so much time, and I do feel as if more time could and should have been added on at the end of the game. But, there was chaos on the sidelines. Fans were throwing stuff on the pitch. The coaches were getting involved. Players on the bench were getting involved. There were fights breaking out. But finally, after so many balls in the box, Barcelona did get their goal. And of course, it was going to be Ronald Araújo there with the header. The guy who right now seems to, do no wrong at Barcelona. Brilliant header from him. It's actually a hooked ball up that Piqué wins. Gavi does well to bring it down. It's a good ball in from Gavi. That's his first assist for the club. And it's Araujo there, back post, stoops in. Goal for Barcelona. And by this point, added time hadn't even been added on. It was about the 89th or 90th minute that Araujo got the goal. So we were hoping, can we, chalk out one more chance? We only really did get one more. It's again Araujo who storms down the right-hand side, puts in a great cross, and Piqué so nearly got his foot on the end of it. But it just wasn't to be for Barcelona, and it ends 1-1, guys. I think overall, look, if we were to do it on the game and chances, Barcelona probably should have got the victory, but that was just mental, guys. I don't know whether I'm upset with the team, how I feel right now. I feel as if it's probably, guys, game over for Koeman. I think we can agree on that, really. Let's see what happens in the next few days. I am interested to see what decisions Laporta takes. But surely, for me, it's too far gone now, really. I'm just not quite sure if the club can really recover from this sort of situation. It feels very, very low, very tense at the club, and it's really, really awkward to watch. I think performance-wise, again, tactically, we were so bad and just lumped balls into the box for 90 minutes, which I've never seen as a Barcelona fan. I've never seen it like that, honestly. Looked like a low division English side at some points. It was just unbelievable. But at the same time, this is a sort of thing that we maybe could have expected. I did say after the end of the transfer window, the squad was too weak, and it clearly is too weak, guys. You look at our bench today, you look at our starting lineup today, it's not ready to compete for big titles. So, Laporta, I agree, he's fixing the financial situation if he does, and this is wonderful news for Barcelona, and we have got someone now back at our club in charge of it who does care and who will, take actions, he will do things to try and recover the situation. But I said it, and I said, you can have your opinions, but you can't deny it. Laporta has made this team incredibly weak over the summer, and it's just the fact of it, guys. It's so weak. So look, Koeman, has he done well enough? Absolutely not. But this team, guys, is just, I don't want to say not good enough. There's bright players in it, but it's not strong. It is not strong. It has not been properly planned. There has been little to no care put into the planning of it for a whole season. That's for sure, in my opinion. And yeah, we're getting the consequences of that right now. Absolute chaos, complete mess, really. And everything all feels very, very weird right now. So I think I'm going to tie it up there, guys. I'm sure you have a lot to say on this one. Where do we go from here? Will we see a sacking for Koeman in the next few days? What can Barcelona do in the future? And what on earth was that performance today? Really, really bizarre game, honestly. Very, very hard to cover. Barcelona essentially looped balls into the box for 90 minutes against Granada, like a Sunday League team. So crazy, really crazy stuff. I'm going to wrap it up there, though. I'll see you all very soon. Hopefully you enjoyed the match review, and I'm sure there'll be plenty more news in the next few days. If not, we've got a game on Thursday against Cadiz, and then we've got Levante on Sunday. In my opinion, we've got to win both. I think we had to win tonight as well, but those two, if we want to be challenging, for La Liga or high up the table, both of those have to be victories. So let's see what we can do, guys. I'll speak to you very, very soon, and goodbye.